Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. So glad you could join us. Today we are taking out the Tier 5 US premium battleship, the Texas. Texas is a damn fine ship. It's basically a modified New York. The key differences, the turret placements are slightly different, though honestly it doesn't make a huge difference. It has the same hit point pool, same amount of armor. You do not have a spotting plane at all, which does kind of suck a little bit, but you do have ridiculously good AA. Generally speaking, with my captain talents, I have a better AA stat than Tier 7 fully upgraded Colorados. And that's really, really impressive. And you'll see a couple spots in this game where I just absolutely evaporate the incoming enemy planes. And I just don't even pay attention to them, basically. So what we're doing on this map, we started out dead center, and I made the audible call to my teammate Saffron that, hey, we're going to go take the north, but let's linger a little bit around Bravo, right in the middle here, and try and catch anyone that's crossing. So we already got a nice little shot off on one of the cruisers, and basically through this little gap that you could see directly ahead, you can see cruisers, and for that matter battleships, that were passing by to go take that northern cap. And normally when they're moving that way, they're showing your full broadside, which is a really nice thing. Plus, every once in a while in these lower tier games, you get cruisers that want to rush into Bravo to try and take any destroyers out along there, and it's good to give your own destroyers and or cruisers a little bit of backup. And a Texas, and then my buddy Saffron is in a New York, and that's a whole heck of a lot of firepower backing you up. So here we have another cruiser that's coming around the edge here and taking a little bit of light fire. There he is. Alright, so he has pointed straight at me, and that's not the best shot in the world, but I'm gonna go ahead and take it anyhow. So I do a little bit of damage, and what I wanted him to do was to scare him, or to make him think it's safe to turn now that I've fired. Because I saw these torpedoes coming in, and now he's dead because of his mistake. Real simple psychology, you know, mind games within this own game itself. It's just something you pick up on after playing a couple thousand games. So we're slowly making our way to the north cap, looking for other targets of opportunity. There's a little destroyer hiding back there. It's gonna be really hard for me to hit him, but I'm kind of lining him up. Oh, hello, full broadside cruiser. Yeah, that's a paddling. Wow. I don't even know if he realized I was there before he was actually dead. Oh well, that's his mistake, and hopefully it's a hard-fought lesson to learn. So up ahead, now that the middle is kind of settling down, we're seeing a lot of activity up here in north, including several battleships, a cruiser, and a destroyer. That's a lot of stuff coming in at us. And I'm already telling Saffron, you know, we need to turn around and start doing a retreating fire. There's no way we're going to take this cap. So I kind of wait until most of the enemy battleships have already fired at me before I start turning and exposing my broadside, because what I'm doing right here is extremely dangerous. I would love to shoot that Congo right there, except that my guns just couldn't turn faster than my ship was. You know, oh well, we'll have other opportunities. Here comes a destroyer. I can get a shot off on him at least. And I'm not expecting to kill him, but I do a nice huge chunk of damage to him, and hopefully that'll be that much easier for me or one of our teammates to help finish him off, because I really don't want a destroyer tailing us throughout this. So now we've got an island in between us. Now's a perfect time to make this turn and catch them as they come around the island. Now, we are outnumbered and outgunned here, so we're going to go ahead and concede the cap. And then what we're going to do is not zero in on any single target, but look for targets of opportunity, kind of like that cruiser right there who's giving full broadside. And you can see, boom, there's a nice big shot on him. But that doesn't mean we're going to just kill that cruiser. What we're looking for is anyone that's giving us a broadside, more so than the others. So every time I'm reloading, I'm zooming in and out and looking at each of these targets and saying, okay, and I'm saying in voice chat to Saffron, you know, hey, this guy right here, this Congo, give him broadside, and then we both take our shots at him. Meanwhile, you can see we're really doing a good job at maintaining our angling. Now, they've killed the cruiser that was in front of us, so we know that I'm going to be next because I'm the next closest target. We also realize that we're running out of room, that we're going to run into the map border. So we go ahead and make our turn now and maintain angling. Real common mistake when you make this turn is that people will keep turning because their front guns are trying to catch up and they want to shoot their guns. But the problem is they'll expose their broadside in the process and really get punished for it. Kinda like that. So I'm okay just waiting for my front guns to catch up with the ship. I'm maintaining angling so that even though we're taking superior numbers and superior firepower, they're not doing any huge major shots at us. And we're just slowly retreating and firing. And meanwhile, we see targets like this who are just, you know, doping around full broadside. And we're going to just keep punishing them. There's another really nice big shot. No Citadel, but hey, damage is damage. And that was a pretty good damaging shot. Now he's behind the island. I'm not too worried about him. We're looking at other opportunities now for targets. Who else is going to show us broadside? Just doing a quick little check, make sure I don't run into Saffron here, or the islands for that matter. That would be really embarrassing. Kind of glance at Bravo. There's a little bit of action going there, but we have our hands full for the time being. Just maintain situational awareness. Keep an eye open on what's going on around you, and you'll see the enemy team here later totally forgets what they're doing. Now here we spot this Congo that we were doing some good shots on. He's come to almost complete stop, showing broadside. This is our time to try and finish him. Good damage on him. Almost kill him outright. I go ahead and pull the audible. No way we're letting this guy live. I don't care if he angles or not. Next salvo, we both fire at him and finish him off. Because if we let him get away, because he's obviously trying to get away, he's going to burn several repairs because we weren't doing Citadel damage. And you saw I just shredded all those enemy bombers. And yeah, he's going to repair up and could be potentially very dangerous, especially because now he's not directly behind us and he's keeping us from maintaining good angling on these other two battleships. So shells are out, finish them off. Alright, so that threat has been eliminated. So Saffron calls out that there's a destroyer coming in. He's outside of range, so I tell him, hey, we don't have to worry about him quite yet. Let's keep worrying about these battleships for the time being. So we're looking back. Now, they are getting dangerously close to our carrier. However, the carrier, I've been kind of paying attention, is basically out of planes at this point. Plus, he should have been running a long time ago in this match. I don't know why he just decided to sit still. But honestly, and I'm kind of inclined to just let him be bait and let the enemy battleships fire at him. Because, I mean, yeah, he's worth points, and that does suck, and we're definitely down, and that's not really helping our cause. But every time they shoot at the carrier, they're not shooting at us. And then you already see this Texas here. He's turning to fire at the carrier, but giving full broadside because of it. And it looks like, yeah, he takes a big shot because of that. That's mistake number one right there. Okay, that destroyer is starting to get closer. So I tell Saffron, alright, let's take care of this destroyer. Now here's a pro tip for you battleship captains. Best time to fire as a battleship at a destroyer is right when he comes out of a turn. So you see he starts turning. It's going to be very hard to hit him here, But on the opposite side, I'm going to lead him just a little bit and fire right where I think he's going to be as he comes out of the turn, and bam. The reason you do that is because when they turn, they lose a lot of speed, and then as they come out of the turn, they are presenting a large target, plus they've lost their speed, so they've also lost maneuverability. It is probably your best shot at getting a good, solid shot on a weaving and dodging destroyer, is right when they come out of a turn. Congo is completely distracted, firing at the carrier just as planned. We are going to try and punish him for that, and oh yes, he gets punished. Good lord. So, I mean, we laugh, but, I mean, the whole use the carrier as bait trick really did pay off there. So that was mistake number 2. So that Congo just, yeah, he got his bell rung. And he's still going broadside at us. Just not paying attention. So we're going to accommodate that mistake with another Citadel and an early death. Thanks! I really appreciate it. That was very accommodating of him. So next up, now that 2 of those battleships are down, is the enemy Texas. So the carrier is dead, unfortunately, and, you know, I feel bad that we had to sacrifice him, but it was for the greater good. He is maintaining good angling, but he's turning, so let's just wait and see what he does here. Guns are up, ready to fire, but I want to see what he does. Okay, he's firing HE at me. Okay, so I go ahead and put that fire out, because I think he just had HE from when he was shooting at the carrier. And he's probably switching back over to AP at this point, which means I've got a free salvo. So I went and swung my tail out a little bit to get all my guns on him. And now I'm angling back in just a little bit to maintain angling. And I want to see what he does here. We're getting closer, and we're getting to the point where it's getting very dangerous for either of us. So I fire my front 2 guns to try and spook him into rocking out and showing his broadside. And sure enough, he rocks out, fires all of his guns, does basically no damage. Well, guess what, buddy? There's a Citadel for you, and last guns finish you off. Because you were showing too much broadside, and I faked you into rocking out your broadside at me. Easy kill. So we turned that very, very, very dangerous situation where we were very outnumbered and outgunned, and just played it safe, played it patient, and used coordination and tactics to our advantage. Next up we have a cruiser. I'm sure he was coming into the middle trying to help out and save, or, you know, at least assist those battleships. Unfortunately, the battleships all died, and now he is in a very bad situation. Now I do have to be a little careful because my health is low, but I'm not too worried about this guy. Plus there's 2 of us. He's not getting away from this. He's trying to get behind the island, and frankly, if he does get behind there, I'm not going to have a shot on him. I take the shot anyhow, and just get a couple shells over that island, enough to kill him. So now we look at the scoreboard and realize, holy crap, we are way, way down on points. Saffron, you need to take Bravo. You're closest to it. I'm really hurt. I don't want to expose myself because I'm not sure how many bombers the carrier has left. I'm going to head to Alpha. Or at least the north cap. And cap that. But even if we take that, I don't think we have enough time or points to actually win this. So this is going to come down to 3 battleships on the wrong side of the map trying to chase down a carrier. And lo and behold, there he is. Once again, he had all game to go find a decent hiding spot, but instead sat completely still in his cap until he was spotted and then decided to run. You know, I know he's tier 4. I'm sure he's new, but that really, you gotta learn this lesson, man. You had all kinds of time. So I'm almost in range. My range is 18.1, but I need a little bit of leeway. Just about there. He's going vertical, fire my guns off. We're getting very low on time. I'm not trying to snipe this kill, but I do not want to lose this after this game. And bam, got him. So how'd we do? We got 543,000 credits, 10,000 XP, 500 free XP. We got Confederate, Dreadnought, Kraken, and High Caliber, all based off 177,000 damage done, 72 hits, 5 citadels, 6 kills, and a bunch of planes. We got 2,800 base XP, just a hard carry. So overall, an incredible game, made a lot of money, and did a lot of damage. So I hope you enjoyed this replay. I hope you guys learned something about armor angling, and we'll catch you next time.